Hi, I'm Jamal Simmons, and this is Why You Should Care. We are here at Texas Southern University, where there's going to be a debate tonight of Democrats on stage for the first time. All 10 Democrats standing on stage debating each other, who are the biggest vote getters, poll getters, and money raisers in the field. So here at Texas Southern, which is an historically black college and university here in Texas, in Houston, they've got about 10,000 students. We'll have 3,500 people in the arena behind me on stage. We've got Beto O'Rourke, Pete Buttigieg, Joe Biden, Bernie Sanders, Andrew Yang, Elizabeth Warren, Amy Klobuchar, Senator Kamala Harris, Julian Castro, and Senator Cory Booker, who are all going to be on stage tonight for the very first time. Now, there's a lot of questions about what's going to happen on that stage, but I think tonight we are going to see some fireworks that occur between some of those candidates. This debate's going to be incredibly significant tonight because it's the third debate in the series, but it's the first time all 10 of these candidates have been on stage together. So we're going to be paying attention to what happens on the stage to see whether or not any fights break out between candidates that we haven't really seen before. I would keep my eye on some of the folks who are polling maybe a little bit lower in the field, like look at a Julian Castro or Cory Booker, maybe even a Pete Buttigieg, people who need to break out. They've got to find some way to make this campaign turn around so that they'll have a good fundraising quarter and they'll be able to keep their campaign going into the fall. We're paying attention to what's happening with the big three tonight. We got Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, and Joe Biden, who are going to be up on that stage. I imagine these candidates are playing a little bit more defense. They've got big poll numbers, and people are going to be angling for them. Elizabeth Warren, we know, she's been the one who's been rising up in the polls, so people are looking for a way to stop her growth. Bernie Sanders, he's had a pretty steady number of voters who've stuck by him for a long time. He only goes up so far, only goes down so far. And when we look at Joe Biden's the one everybody's trying to bring down to earth. His poll numbers have been sliding in many cases. I think there are going to be some candidates up there who are looking for a way to bring him down to earth even more. Here's why you should care. This is the first debate with all these candidates on stage who are the major players in the Democratic race. The Democrats have a good chance of beating Donald Trump next year, and probably one of the people who's standing up here will be the one that takes him on. We're going to see tonight whether or not any of these candidates slips and falls or somebody rises up and really shows their stuff. Hi, we're here in the Democratic Debate Spin Room and Filing Center. I've got Ed Espinoza here. He is the Executive Director of Progress Texas. And Progress Texas just put out a new report on flipping Texas 2020. I want to ask Ed some questions about it. Yeah. What is this report you guys put out yesterday?
So basically the report talks about Texas as a changing state. As one of the fastest growing states in America, we also have one of the fastest changing electorates in America. And that has played out not just in 2018, but in many years leading up to it. But not a lot of people know that. So the report is to shape some opinions and inform some people about what's been happening here in Texas for the last 15 years.
Okay, so you were telling me that there's a lot of population growth happening here. Where is that population growth taking place?
So it is taking place primarily in our metro areas, which is going to be Houston, Austin, the Dallas-Fort Worth area, San Antonio, and El Paso, which, incidentally, those 5 areas of the state, while geographically only a small piece, are 70% of the state's population. And the change is happening from 2 places. One, you have the Latino population and communities of color that are growing up and becoming coming of age and able to vote. But also you have another giant, which we call the new giant, which is people moving here from other states, California, Florida, New York, Illinois, and they're bringing their progressive values with them. That has had a big impact on the electorate here in 2018 and in 2016. We expect that to continue in 2020.
So did really this just happen in 2018 under the Beto O'Rourke election? People really think about that as the thing that put Texas on the map as a possible purple state. Is this a recent phenomenon or has it been going on for a while?
No, it's kind of like the old saying, it took 10 years to be an overnight success. It's very similar. Beto is what got a lot of attention for us, and it was really great, the campaign that he ran and the attention that he got. But the change has been happening in Texas for many years. And in fact, Republicans have not won seats in the legislature or in Congress since 2014. Since that time, in 2016 and 2018, Democrats have picked up 19 seats in the legislature,
Okay.
only 9 seats away from flipping it.
Let's get this right. You're saying Republicans have not won seats. Obviously, there are Republicans who are winning in Congress and the legislature. What do you mean when you say that Republicans haven't won
They're
seats?
holding on to their seats, but they haven't expanded their majority at all. They've been have had a net loss of seats in the legislature and in Congress over the last 2 election cycles. Now, statewide, different story. If you win 48% of the vote, you get 0% of the seats. So still a hump that the Democrats have to get over here. But it is so close right now that we are considering Texas to be a legitimate battleground state. The last election was within 200,000 votes, and that was a midterm. And in presidential years, Democrats tend to have better turnout.
So you think Democrats will win Texas in 2020?
I think Democrats will be in for a real, put up a real fight in 2020. I don't know where I'm going to put the odds are just yet, but I think they look pretty good.
All right, thanks a lot for joining us.
All right, thanks.
Thanks for watching Hill TV on YouTube. Be sure to click subscribe and hit the bell so you know when we post new videos. And head to thehill.com for all the latest political news.